Good morning everybody. Welcome back to this week's online class. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, and the lesson that we are going to learn is from our Grammarland. The lesson is for both the 6th and the 7th standard. For the 6th standard it is lesson number 11 and 12, and for the 7th standard it is lesson number 15. The topic is participles. Now participles, in the 6th standard you have it as present and the past participle, lesson number 11 and 12, and in the 7th standard it is participle as common one lesson. Now let's move on to the topic, participle. But before we move on to participle, let's try to take a recap of what we have learned or what you have learned in the previous class regarding verbs. What is a verb? Verb is an action word that you know. Now, verbs are of two types, finite and non-finite. What is a finite verb? Finite verb is the main verb in a sentence. It has a subject and it tells us more about the tense and number, whether it is singular or plural, of that sentence. So, finite verb is the verb which does the work of a main verb in a sentence, which tells us about the tense and the number, whether it is singular or plural. Let's move on to the second one. The second one is non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs acts differently. They are three different kinds. Now look, they are, one type is gerund, second one is infinitive, and third one is participles. What is a gerund? Gerund is a word with the ing form. Gerund is a word with the ing form, and it does the work of a subject in a sentence or an object in a sentence. Ing form of the verb, when it is used in a sentence, it does the work of a subject or an object in a sentence. What is an infinitive? The second type of non-finite is infinitive. Infinitive verb is to plus verb. To cook, to live, to understand, etc. When you say, it's the infinitive verb. To plus verb is called infinitive verb. And the third type of non-finite verb is participles. Participles. Now participles are, what is a participle? We are coming to the topic. I hope you have understood what are verbs, and there are two types, finite and non-finite. Non-finite verbs are of three types, gerund, infinitive, and participle. Now we are coming to participles. That is our topic. What are participles? Participles are commonly called as adjectives. What is an adjective? I know, I'm sure you know what is an adjective. Adjective is a word that describes a noun. A word that describes a noun. So, but when the verb does the work of an adjective, either in the past or in the present, it is called participle. If we are talking about adjectives, then why can't we talk about adjectives? Why do we call it as participle? There is no need to call it as participles. But why do you call an adjective as participle? Because when the verb does the work of an action or of an adjective, either in the past or in the present, it is called participle. So what is a participle? Participle does the work of an adjective when the verb does the work of an adjective, either in the past or in the present, it's called participle. Because it does the work of an action, an adjective, because the verb does the work of an adjective, we can call it as verbal adjectives also. Participles are also called as verbal adjectives. Why is it so? Because the verb does the work of an adjective in a sentence, so it's called as a participle. Verbal adjective or called participles. Participles, either the verb does the work of an adjective either in the past or in the present action. The work of an adjective. The action is in the present or in the past. What is a verb? Verb is the action word. So when verb does the work of an action either in the past or in the present and it becomes an adjective in a sentence, it's called participle. I hope participles are clear to you. Now we are coming back to the topic, participles. I said non-finite verbs are divided into three: gerund, infinitives and participles. Participles are of two types. So they are past participle and present participle. Past participle is formed by adding d, ed or en to the verb. D, ed or en to the verb. When you add d, ed, en to the verb, it becomes a past participle. Present participle. Present participle is very simple. It's by adding ing to the verb. Ing being added to the verb, it is called present participle. Now look at the confusion. Here we are talking about present participle, verb plus ing. Here we are talking about gerund, verb plus ing. So what's the difference? Present participle, verb plus ing, when it does the work of a verb, when it does the work of an adjective in a sentence. Verb plus ing when it does the work of an adjective in a sentence. Adjective means describing a noun. So when verb plus ing does the work of an adjective in a sentence, it is called participle, and verb plus ing is present, so present participle. Here verb plus ing, when it is used as a subject or an object in a sentence, it's called as gerund. So do not get confused with present participle and gerund, because both are ing forms of the verbs. I hope it's clear. We are talking about participles. They are of two types. It is past participle and present participle. Past participle is verb plus d plus ed or en, whereas present participle is verb plus ing. Now look at the action in both the sentences, in both the types of participles. In the past, it's already over. So past participle, action is completed, whereas in the present participle, action is still going on. That means action is incomplete. I hope participles are clear. So participle is when verb does the work of an adjective, action, verb, action, word. When it does when the action is in the adjective form, it describes a noun, it's called as participle. It can be either in the past or in the present. The action can be either in the past or in the present. I hope it's clear. Now you look at the example and then it will be clear to you. Look at the example. The breaking or broken glasses were repaired. The breaking or broken glasses were repaired. Breaking or broken glasses were repaired. Now here you look at the action. Action is breaking or broken, the word. Glass is the noun. So these are the two words that is used as an adjective over here. Here break or broken, breaking or broken, it is the verb in the sentence. So this verb does the action of an adjective, or it acts as an adjective. Now you have to see the action is complete or not. If the action is completed, then it should be past participle. So action is completed. The were repaired, the broken or the breaking glasses were repaired already. So you have to use broken glasses. The broken glasses were repaired. Glass is noun. Glass is noun. So broken glasses were repaired. You cannot say the breaking glasses were breaking and still repairing. Not possible. So it is the broken glasses were repaired. Look at the same verb used as adjective in a different way. I saw him breaking or broken the glasses. Again, glass is a noun over here. I saw him breaking or broken the glasses. The sentence itself sounds very weird, and you know now. So action, now here the action is going on. Action is going on. I saw him breaking the glasses. So breaking. So you see here it is breaking, whereas in the first sentence it was broken. So here this is used as past participle, here it is used as present participle. Look at the second example where you can use either the past participle or the present participle in a sentence. Both are correct, but it depends upon the context of the sentence. Look at the sentence. Developing or developed countries were given such opportunities. Developing countries were given such opportunities, or developed countries were given such opportunities. Both are correct. If the action is incomplete, then developing countries were given the opportunity. If the action is complete, then it is developed countries were given the opportunities. So you see the difference between the present participle and the past participle, where in certain cases we can use both in a sentence depending upon the context, but in certain sentences it cannot be. So the first two examples shows that either of them cannot be used, only one can be used. I hope the topic participles are clear to you. So let's revise once again before we close. Participles are called verbal adjectives. Why are they called verbal adjectives? The verbs that does the work of an adjective is called a participle. How many types they are? They are of two types, past participle and present participle. Past participle is formed by adding d or ed or en to the verb. Present participle is formed by adding ing to the verb. The thing to be noted over here is that gerund is also ing, verb plus ing. Present participle is also verb plus ing. Gerund does the work of a subject or an object in a sentence, but whereas here verb plus ing in the present participle form, it does the work of an adjective in a sentence. That means it describes more about the noun. Past participle is action completed, whereas present participle is action incomplete or still going on. I hope the topic very simple and the topic is very clear to you. You need to go through the lessons I can say of 6th standard, 11th and the 12th lessons, and the 7th standard, the 15th lesson. Go through it and you will understand it very well. After going through the lessons, you do the exercises which are already there in the textbook, and I will be sending you the answer key shortly. You can cross check your answers with the answer key and edit the answers which went wrong. So with this I close this lesson. Stay tuned till we meet again with another lesson. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.